Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. Close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish. Nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Pick it up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 11 now. Jackson is going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown. Dante Pettis, 67 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it? It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 43. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Murray. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught here by Adams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Taylor, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play action. It's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Let's go now. 54 on the base. 54. Get that quarterback.
Jackson, options out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. The quick slant caught. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Third and goal. Here's the option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
From the 27, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Brown. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Taylor, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
That was an example. Excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Shotgun now for Murray. His throw incomplete. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 2nd and 5 now. Murray, that's out to Chubb, complete. 11 yards there, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Set the tone. Defense, let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
It's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On second down, here's Murray. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Murray going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a second stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It's our time.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. And that's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he knocks him over. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Murray, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Markevius Mingo gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Murray with a 3rd and long. It's caught. Jones. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Jackson, options out left. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Jackson options out left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gaining on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Big hit.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This for the lead in the final stages. Bailey's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Murray. And able to find Garcon. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Murray to throw. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Shift.
And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And that's how this one ends. A dramatic